It's 3 in the morning. The city is quiet, but your mind is, well, racing. You're thinking about the bills piling up, the rent that's due, and that dream vacation that just feels further away than ever. It's that familiar sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach. The fear that you're working so hard, pouring every ounce of your energy into a system that just isn't designed for you to get ahead. You see headlines of people making life-changing money, and the fear of missing out, that dreaded FOMO, starts to creep in. It feels like everyone else got a secret manual for life, and you're still stuck on the first page, trying to figure it all out. I've been there. I remember what it felt like to count every single dollar, to live on a shoestring budget, hoping that one day my hard work would finally pay off. The truth is, hard work alone isn't always enough. You need your money to start working for you. You need a system that generates income even when you're not actively trading your time for it. This isn't about some far-fetched fantasy of getting rich overnight. It's about reclaiming your time, building a safety net, and finally gaining the freedom to make choices based on what you want, not just what you can afford. The world of cryptocurrency can seem intimidating from the outside. It's filled with complex jargon, volatile charts, and stories that sound way too good to be true. But beneath all that noise is something revolutionary, a new financial system being built from the ground up, one that offers opportunities that were once reserved for the ultra-wealthy. Imagine earning interest on your money that far surpasses what any traditional bank would offer. Imagine your assets growing, quietly and consistently, while you sleep, while you're on vacation, while you're spending time with the people you love. This is your wake-up call. Today, on August 15th, 2025, we're going to demystify it all. We're going to break down 5 real, tangible strategies that you can use to start earning passive income with cryptocurrency. Let's start with the most straightforward method of them all, staking. If you're new to crypto, this is the perfect entry point. Think of it like a high-yield savings account, but for the digital world. Many cryptocurrencies, like Ethereum or Cardano, operate on a system called proof of stake. To keep their networks secure and running smoothly, they need people to lock up, or stake, some of their coins. In return for helping to validate transactions and secure the network rewards you with more coins. It's that simple. You are literally getting paid just for holding a specific asset and participating in the network's success. So how does this work in practice? Let's say you buy some Ethereum. Instead of just letting it sit in your wallet, you can delegate it to a staking pool through a trusted crypto exchange or a dedicated staking platform. You're not giving your coins away, you're just locking them in place to support the network. In return, you'll start to see rewards deposited into your account, usually on a daily or weekly basis. If you own, let's say, $500 worth of a stakeable coin that offers a 5% annual percentage yield, you could earn around $25 worth of that coin over the course of a year, without doing anything other than holding it. Now we have to talk about the risks. Nothing is ever completely risk-free. The primary risk with staking is price volatility. While you are earning more coins, the underlying value of those coins in dollars can go up or down. The next strategy on our list is crypto lending. For centuries, banks have made fortunes by taking your deposits, lending them out to others at a higher interest rate, and pocketing the difference. Well, with decentralized finance, or DeFi, you can now cut out the middleman and become the bank yourself. Crypto lending platforms allow you to lend out your digital assets, like stablecoins, which are pegged to the US dollar, or major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, to other users. The process is surprisingly simple. You connect your crypto wallet to a reputable lending protocol, such as Aave or Compound. Then you choose which asset you want to lend and deposit it into a lending pool. From that moment on, your capital is being borrowed by others, and you start accruing interest in real time. You can literally watch your earnings tick up second by second. Lending stablecoins like USDC or USDT is particularly popular because it allows you to earn high yields without being exposed to the price volatility of assets like Bitcoin or Ethereum. You're earning a steady income stream in a currency that holds a stable value. Let's paint a picture. Imagine you have $1,000 in a savings account at a traditional bank, earning maybe 0.5% interest per year if you're lucky. That's a measly $5 over 12 months. Now, imagine you convert that $1,000 into a stablecoin like USDC and lend it out on a DeFi platform that offers a 7% APY. At the end of the year, you would have earned $70. That's 14 times more than the bank. Of course, with greater rewards come different risks. The main risk to be aware of in crypto lending is smart contract risk. These lending platforms are run by complex pieces of code called smart contracts. While they are usually audited and tested extensively, there is always a tiny, non-zero chance of a bug, a vulnerability, or a hack that could put the funds in the lending pool at risk. This is why it's absolutely essential to stick with large, well-established, and heavily audited lending platforms. Don't be tempted by a brand new protocol offering an unbelievable interest rate. Safety and reputation should always be your top priority. All right, let's move on to something a little more involved but incredibly powerful: liquidity provisioning. This one sounds complicated, but the core idea is simple. Think about a currency exchange at the airport. For them to be able to swap your dollars for euros, they need to have a big pile of both dollars and euros on hand. In the world of decentralized exchanges, like Uniswap or PancakeSwap, that pile of money is provided by regular people like you and me. By depositing a pair of assets into a liquidity pool, you are enabling others to trade between those two assets, and you earn a fee for every single trade that happens. To become a liquidity provider, you typically need to deposit an equal value of two different tokens. For example, you might provide liquidity to an ETH USDC pool. This means you would deposit, say, $500 worth of Ethereum and $500 worth of USDC. Your funds are then pooled with thousands of other providers, creating a massive reserve that traders can use. In return for your contribution, you receive a share of the trading fees generated by that pool. This can be an extremely lucrative way to earn passive income, especially in popular trading pairs with high volume, as you're constantly earning micro fees from hundreds or thousands of transactions every day. Here's a quick example to make it real. Let's say you provide liquidity to that ETH USDC pool. Every time someone swaps their USDC for ETH or their ETH for USDC using that pool, they pay a small trading fee, perhaps 0.3%. As a liquidity provider, you get a proportional share of that fee. The biggest risk to understand with liquidity provisioning is something called impermanent loss. This is a unique risk that occurs when the price of the two assets you deposited changes relative to each other. If one asset skyrockets in price while the other stays stable, the pool's algorithm will automatically rebalance your holdings, leaving you with more of the less valuable asset. Once you've mastered the basics of staking, lending, and providing liquidity, you might be ready to explore some more advanced strategies. This is where you can start combining different DeFi protocols to amplify your returns, a practice often called yield farming or liquidity mining. This isn't for the faint of heart, and it requires more active management and a deeper understanding of the space. But for those willing to put in the effort, the rewards can be significantly higher. Before we go any further, I want to pause for a moment. This kind of stuff can get complicated fast. If you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, that's completely normal. The key is to never stop learning and to have a community you can rely on. That's exactly why we created our channel. It's a place where we break down these strategies every single week, share updates on the safest platforms, and motivate each other to keep growing. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and have a supportive group on your journey, I highly encourage you to subscribe. Together, we can navigate this world and build our financial futures. We've covered a lot today, from the simple act of staking to the complex dance of yield farming. It might feel like drinking from a fire hose, but I want you to focus on one single takeaway. You can do this. The journey to financial freedom isn't a sprint. It's a marathon built on small, consistent steps. You don't need to invest your life savings tomorrow. Start small. Pick one strategy that resonates with you. Maybe it's staking a coin from a project you believe in, or lending out just $50 in stablecoins. The goal isn't to get rich overnight. The goal is to start building a new habit, a new system that works for you. This path can feel lonely sometimes, but it doesn't have to be. The secret weapon that so many successful people have is a strong community. A network of peers who can share insights, offer support during downturns, and celebrate the wins together. This is the real alpha. So, what's your next step? Your journey starts now. Take what you've learned today and turn it into action. And please, don't do it alone. Join our community. Subscribe to the channel for weekly motivation, deep dives into new opportunities, and practical guidance to keep you safe and informed. Let's build our financial futures together, one block at a time. The power to change your life is in your hands, and with the right strategy and a supportive community, you can turn that dream of waking up to more into your new reality. Let's get started.